We don't want Chem 12, we want Science 9. Study techniques. What? You're in there on my phone? Okay. Oh yeah, you're on here. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, the mere presence of your smartphone reduces your brain power. Okay, this was done through the University of Texas at Austin. Okay, published study. Your cognitive capacity, your brain power, I'll see it in a minute, okay? Your brain power is significantly reduced when your smartphone is within reach, even if it's off. So the takeaway here is they took 800 smartphone users to measure how well people can complete tasks when they have their smartphones nearby, even when they're not using them. In one experiment, they asked the study participants to sit at a computer, take a series of tests that required full concentration in order to score well. Those tests were geared to measure the participants' available cognitive ability, the brain's ability to hold and process data. Before the beginning, the participants were randomly instructed to either place their smartphone on the desk face down, in their pocket or personal bag, or in another room. All the participants were instructed to turn their phones to silent. The researchers found that participants with their phones in another room significantly outperformed those with their phones on their desk, and they also somewhat outperformed those participants who had their phone out of sight in their pocket or in their bag. So, what this goes to show is that your brain, and you guys spend so much time on your phones, it's like your brain is like thinking. Your brain is thinking phone, 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 phone. My brain doesn't do that because I grew up in the 80s, 70s and 80s. My brain is like, when my phone is in here, I don't even look at it, like, because it doesn't occur to me to look at it. What would I be doing with it? I have no idea. Yes, I don't need to text anybody. I don't need to phone anybody. I'm not like, I don't have time in my day to be running around, looking at social media or anything like that. I do that on my time off, but not during the school day because I don't have time. I don't have the mind space to do it, and it doesn't draw me to it. Okay? So that is why I would like your phones to be completely away from you, because it makes your brain work better. And when your brain works better, then your grades are better. You're generally going to be a little bit happier because you're going to be like, oh, hey, I actually did well, right? Because your brain is performing better. So that's why your phone is going to go away. And now we are going to take a look. We're actually going to take some notes. So your choice as to where to take these. You can use the inside cover of the back of your book, or if you prefer, you can get some paper. If taking notes is challenging for you for whatever reason, let me know and I can provide a printout of the notes for you. Okay? So if it's a challenge for you to actually write the notes, let me know after we're done and I can make a printout for you. All right. Okay, we don't want Chem 12. We want it to be in Science 9. Add a page. We're going to be comparing qualitative observations and quantitative observations. Last day, sorry, when I'm talking, you're done talking, okay? And do you have something to write with? Perfect. Yes, please. You can either write it on the inside cover of your book, or if you want to, you can go grab a piece of paper from our paper bin at the back. I'll give you a minute if you want to go grab some paper. Perfect. Yes, I do. Anyone else need something to write with? Everyone has something to write with? Excellent. Okay. Last day, you did some reading about qualitative and quantitative observations. I would like you to tell your neighbor what the difference is between a qualitative observation and a quantitative observation. Tell your neighbor. Okie dokie. I'm going to draw a card. Now, if you don't feel comfortable talking to me, that's okay. You can just say pass. Okay, if I say your name and you're like, nope, Miss Spence, not talking to you today, just say pass. But otherwise, you have the opportunity to answer a question here. What is a qualitative observation, Kyril?
Qualitative observations, like describing discrepancy about it, for example, like it's
Yes, it is a description of what you are observing. It is literally in the name. The name says quality. What are some qualities of your object? You just said, oh, maybe it's shiny, maybe it's warm. These are things you can detect with your senses. Okay, quantitative observation. This one goes to John. Yeah, something you can measure that has numbers, okay? It is an observation with numbers. And I'm gonna add in or count because it might be something you can count. So it's going to involve numbers. Okay, so these are observations. All right. There is another type of thing that if we're doing a lab, we might come up with after we make our observations. All observations are things that you can directly observe. So they're all things you can directly sense, measure, or count. Now, there's another thing, but I'll let you finish writing first. After you make your measurements, you might come to some conclusions based on those. Those are called inferences. Actually, you might come up with some ideas. I think I'm going to say it that way. So I would like you, once you've finished writing, and I'll wait for you to finish writing before I talk more. Okay, so I want you all to make an observation about something that I wear on my face. I wear glasses, okay? That is an observation. You can see them. You have directly made that observation. Is there some idea you can come up with based on those observations, on that observation? I can't see well without glasses. Is that an observation? Is that something you can directly observe? Do you know that my eyes don't work properly? Do you know that these lenses are prescription lenses and not just clear lenses? No. So that's the other type of thing, and that is called an inference. And I'm just going to talk to Mr. Hoyle for a minute, and we'll go back and write that down. Yeah.
Is that on your computer screen that you
Yes.
can write on?
Yes. Yes. It's not
Yeah. It's the overhead job. It's not. It's the same now. It's not.
So these ideas based on those observations are called inferences. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down that example. We're going to write down that example that we just did, and then we're going to do a little activity around this with some writing and a cartoon, okay? So, for example, observation.
I didn't understand that.
Okay. Hopefully you understood that. I don't know if it was my computer, was it my phone? I don't know, but something is talking to me. All right. So the observation, Miss Spence wears glasses. Inference. Ms. Spence has bad eyesight.
First, use your fingerprints to unlock the device.
Ooh, that's my phone. Why are you? No, just stop. Off. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't have Apple. So we are now going to go to page 60. Once you've got that written down, I'll just leave it there for another minute or two.
Give me one of those.
Okay, your attention in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you're going to do is you're going to take a look at this little cartoon here. We're going to take a look at this little picture here, this little cartoon, and you are going to tell a story of what you think happened here. Try to make it so that your story involves some observations and some inferences, okay? And once you have finished writing your story, now there's a lot of space here to write. If you love writing and you get right into the process, that's fine, you can fill it, but it does not have to fill the page, okay? So you're gonna write a little story about what happens. Once you have finished, you're going to either on your own story if you want to work by yourself, or if you want to trade with a partner, you can write a little I beside anything that is an observation and a little O beside anything that is a inference. Okay? So anything in the story, let's say I said the bird is flying. There are no birds here, okay? But let's say there was a picture of a bird flying. Ooh, there it is. Okay. The bird is flying. I would say, okay, that is an observation. Okay? And if I said the bird is trapped in the room, I would say that is an inference. Now, if you want to, you could get different colored highlighters, and you could be like, all my observations are going to be green. All my inferences are going to be yellow. If we run out of highlighters, I actually have another stash that I found from years ago, and I also have like colored pencils, so you could underline things in different colors if you don't want to write I and O all the time. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if that makes sense to you. Okay, I'll come back and talk to you.
What?
Why? Because you didn't put up your hand and say it made sense.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't know what.
Okay, yeah, I'll come and I'll talk to you. Okay. All right. And if there's anyone else who needs a little hand, no worries. Just call me over and I can come and help you figure it out. When you are done with that, you can take a look at all of the observations and you can write, you can decide, is it a qualitative observation or a quantitative observation? Okay? And I don't know, I don't like this. Let's just call qualitative observations, you can mark with an L for qualitative. Quantitative, you can mark with a T for quantitative. Does that make sense? Because they both start with Q. And then finally, you'll do number 5. Yes, you sure can. Highlighters and colored pencils are just at the back of the room.
I have one more question. You know. Yes. But you know, right? No, you just bring your story. I feel like we're always having kind of a that's I mean, you know, you can write that. We didn't. I'm assuming not. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Really like we Wait.
Folks, you're just telling a story here. So tell the story of what happened in the picture.
I'm just kidding.
You're writing the story. It doesn't have to be 100% facts or anything. There's no such thing as the correct story. We can still write it. Okay? Yeah.
Yes. Everybody, make sure you wash your hands very regularly. There's nasty sicknesses going around right now. Yeah. Look, your Inference is body. Would you like me to?
Anybody else want today's notes printed out? Today's notes? I'll make a few copies. Let's do that. I want. Six.
Anybody else want a copy of today's notes? Anyone else copy of today's notes? When you're done in release, you guys are so good. And if you need the extra practice. We're doing that something a little bit later.
Anybody else? Today's notes?
Yeah. Oh, you need an answer. Let me grab you one. Sure. What can we measure this in? Like, what, you actually train me the one foundation. That's cool. If you can't convince me, I don't know.
Yeah, out. I said M. I said M. But on it, out the dog. I didn't say that, yo. You think myself off. Ellie said that. Yeah, that's good.
Exactly, it's very similar. But it was first time that observation. So you on the yeah, it's an observation.
You got stuck. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, you're writing this bad story. I don't like it. You're just trying to make me look bad by the story, but that's not. Oh, it's
Yo. You're already.
Probably get it.
Yes.
What is this section? First of all, golf song.
Sorry. This one you're not necessarily before. Because we're not. There's a lot of. Why? Yeah. Why? No, you. That was very nice. No, that is so. I saw you watching. You bang it up fingers now. No, that's gap. That's gap. No, that's gap. On God, on God, on God. Hey, not everything. Go ask one. Ask one. You, me. This guy's actually. You got it? I meant to say that the proposition is Oh, so I copied him. I really did what he said. I would say he's not.
What am I doing?
You were like, oh.
Right.